So none of this is meant to scare you, but you can actually connect to spirits. If you're new to my channel, my name is Indasia, and on this channel we focus on law of attraction, tarot, spirituality, self-development, and so much more. In this video, we're going to talk about how you can connect to your spirit guides, angels, source, whatever you call it. This is the video. We're here. Not all guides have names, but some do. If you want to learn their names, you could always ask them through meditation, or they might teach you their names by constantly showing you a certain name over and over again. But I've actually received the name of mine through meditation. My first tip on how you can connect to your... My first tip on how you can connect to your spirit guides is by simply asking. They're not going to come to you unless you ask them. And they're not going to come in a way that scares you or makes you feel uncomfortable. That's the least thing that they want to do. When you ask, you want to set out your intentions that you're asking for your guides of the highest love and light, the guides with the most benevolent intentions to come forward to you. Staying protected in a situation when you're just meeting your guides is important. So you may want to do a prayer of some sort. You can have certain protection crystals that you carry, or even imagining yourself enclosed in a white orb or a circle of light so that you are protected. Because when you're just meeting your guides, it might be confusing for you to discern who is your guide and what another spirit may be like. And then you can also mention that any spirits that are not of the highest love and light and who have any sort of negative intentions are not allowed. We won't be having none of that, you guys. None of that. You also want to stay in an energy of gratitude, so that you can raise your vibration to be that of your guides, to be that of angels, to be that of source. In order to communicate and in order to contact them, you have to raise your vibration to that of which they communicate at and what they vibrate at. Your guides are with you at all times. They're not going to always make themselves known. They will, at times, you might see flashes of light or just like random things that you're just like, wait. A lot of the time, guides will communicate to you through synchronicities. If you're seeing a certain number over and over, that's your guide communicating with you. That's source communicating with you even. And they've chosen that way to communicate with you through numbers because you've noticed it. So my suggestion would be, when you see and you notice those numbers, look them up online and see what the meaning of those numbers are, unless you have some of these numbers already memorized. And I mean, I personally don't, but so whenever when I see numbers enough, I'll obviously remember, like, oh yeah, that means that, but I'm not gonna remember every little number. Other signs that your guides are trying to communicate with you are ringing in your ears. That's usually a way that they're trying to communicate to you, but they're doing it through a frequency that you're hearing. Sometimes when that happens to me, I'll just be like, hey guys, like, I don't understand this. Can you show me in another way? Pay attention to what you're thinking of and pay attention to what you're doing at that moment, because there's some sort of connection to what they're trying to tell you and what you're doing, thinking, feeling, whatever at that moment. Another way that you can communicate with your guides is to meditate. What you want to do is get in a relaxed position and meditate for a while. Ask your guides during meditation to communicate with you, to come forth and tell them you want to meet them. You want to build a relationship with them. So you can actually do a guided meditation And you can find those on YouTube, or even you know, have a scenario that you're going to do, you're gonna play out in your head. What happened for me when I did that is I actually felt a presence, and it was behind me. I think it was on my right side. And when I was meditating, it wasn't like it was bright outside that day, but with my eyes closed, it actually became bright. Like, you know, when your eyes are closed and you can see like, oh, lights going, or yeah, it became bright, and it was like actually like wings were like fluttering, and I could see them through my eyelids. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but y'all, you have got to try this. And that's even how I got the name of my guide. To add on to this, you could even go as far as when you're coming out of this meditation, you're gonna go get your notebook and you're just gonna start writing. And your guides may directly speak through you while writing. So with automatic writing, it's gonna feel almost like you're not even making yourself write, but words are just coming down onto the paper through your hand. Obviously you're writing it, but it's gonna feel like almost like another force has taken control of your hand, and your handwriting may even change. Another way that you could use automatic writing is by taking 2 colored pens. You're gonna take one of the colored pens and you're going to write down a question in your notebook. With the second color, you're going to just write, automatically write. And that's supposed to be your guide communicating and answering your question or whatever you said in the first color. Another way of getting into the vibration of connecting with your guides is to keep your chakras clear, clean, and aligned. Imagine a bright light, whatever color comes to your mind. Usually for me it's like this purplish, whitish beam of light coming down from the sky with like glitter. And it goes through your crown chakra at the top of your head, and you can imagine it going down the center of your body through all of your chakras, and really take on that light, let it fill your whole body and cleanse you. So when all of your chakras are moving and going and clear and aligned, it makes you a better channel to communicating and connecting with your guides and receiving the guidance that you need. Another way that you can connect with your guides is before going to sleep. When you're laying in bed, you're going to ask your guides to connect with you while you sleep. You might have some weird dreams that night. Some of the people or beings that come to you in your dream, those are your spirit guides. They might just come to you in forms of light, in forms of animals, in forms of people. You guys will most likely have this mutual understanding, like, yeah, that's my guide. Or they might even introduce themselves to you. If you wake up after your dream and you don't remember what you dreamt about, and you're like, well, there went my opportunity to meet my guide, well, you can actually try automatic writing again after you wake up. Just start writing. Doesn't matter what's coming out. Just start writing on your notebook, and afterwards read what you wrote. And it might give you some insight on things that you've been wondering or questioning or asking your guides about. Don't go into this experience with fear. Just stay protected, go in with good intentions, ask for those only of the highest love and light to come forth to you. And anything that is of lower energy, frequency, negativity, anything like that is not allowed. It is forbidden. Use crystals if you need to. You know, smudge the place up with whatever your favorite smoke cleansing methods are. After you're done connecting with your guides, be grateful, show gratitude towards them. Whenever you're asking for help and you receive the guidance or whatever the case may be, get the whole spirit guide party on and poppin'. It's time to do it, okay? Because you're missing out if you're not connecting with your guides. Some of you want ride or dies. Your spirit guides are riding for you.
You give me